Hey guys, it's the Nexo Ninja here today, and I thought I'd do something pretty different and pretty cool today and go over the entire history of the Ninjago television show. First up is the war between the Oni and the Dragon. A lot of stuff happened in this time period, including the birth of the 16 realms, the birth of the first Ninjutsu Master, and some of the interesting stuff was the first Ninjutsu Master actually created the dragon armor to end the war of Oni and Dragon, but that actually caused both the dragon and the Oni to fight over him, so the first Ninjutsu Master had to sort of go to a different realm to get away from it. When the first Ninjutsu Master is in the new realm that he escaped from the realm of Oni and Dragon, he creates 4 mythical weapons: the Dragon Sword of Fire, Nunchucks of Lightning, Scythe of Quakes, and Shuriken of Ice, the golden weapons. He then uses these weapons to create Ninjago. After the first Ninjutsu Master created Ninjago, nothing really happened for a while, but then this mysterious being called the Overlord was born and created these stone warriors to cause a war between himself and the first Ninjutsu Master. The first Ninjutsu Master was weak and could not continue to fight the Stone Warriors, so he decided to divide Ninjago in 2 halves, sending the Stone Warriors and himself on one half and the first Ninjutsu Master on the other. Nothing happened for a while. The first Ninjutsu Master sort of laid back and had 2 sons by the name of Wu and Garmadon. One day, while Garmadon and Wu were practicing katana training, Woo's katana went over the wall and Garmadon climbed to get it. But on the way to grab it, a snake by the name of the Great Devourer bit him, causing him to, over a slow period of time, to go evil. A sensei by the name of Sensei Yang makes a secret martial art by the name of Air Jitsu, allowing the user to fly up pretty high. And also in this time period, Yang and his students were turned into ghosts. Next up is the First Serpentine War. A lot of stuff happened in this period involving Master Chen and Garmadon and Misako, but most importantly is the war between the Serpentine and the members of Ninjago. At the end of the war, Chen was banished to an island, and the Anaconda generals were banished to the Cursed Realm. After the Serpentine War, Zane's father, whose name I forget, Julian, built Zane, and that is a pretty important aspect. Next up, Sensei Wu had read a mysterious legend of the Green Ninja, and he's training a student by the name of Moro, and he thinks that he possibly might be the Green Ninja. Turns out he was wrong, and Moro is not the Green Ninja, and Moro seems to want to prove Sensei Wu wrong, so he goes to prove himself to Sensei Wu, but actually ends up dying and going to the Cursed Realm. Next up is the Time Twins Rebellion. The Elemental Masters were having a meeting, and the Time Twins started to think that their elements were a lot more important than everyone else's. This caused a fight to break out between the Elemental Masters and the Time Twins. Then Wu and Garmadon thought of a way to beat them and went to Kai's parents, Ray and Maya, to create the Time Blades. Then, using the Time Blades, Wu and Garmadon flung the Time Twins in a time vortex, allowing one of them to pop out pretty quickly and the other one to pop out in the near future. Next up is Lloyd Garmadon is born, father being Garmadon and mother being Misako. Of course, Garmadon had the next part in the timeline is very important for Lloyd, because this is the fight between Wu and Garmadon. This is when the evil fully hit Garmadon, and Garmadon went full evil. A battle broke out between Garmadon and Wu, and using Wu's kimono, Garmadon was banished to the underworld, allowing... Then Misako figured out that her son was actually going to be the Green Ninja, so she dropped him off at a daycare center, not really daycare center, I forget the name of it, so she could research more of Lloyd's being the Green Ninja. After the big fight with Wu and Garmadon, Sensei Wu then realizes that Garmadon would return in the near future, so he takes this time to hide the 4 golden weapons and placing a guardian in each of the tomb with the weapons. And at this time, the time twin that was popped out of the time vortex pretty quickly used this time wisely. He kidnapped Kai and Nia's parents to help him make weapons for the future. That was the past of Ninjago. The future is pretty simple, because the future is just the seasons. The next part of the timeline is Ninjago, the pilot season, which Sensei Wu finds 4 ninja to help him stop Garmadon and collect the golden weapons. The next part of the timeline is Season 1, which we finally realize the green ninja is Lloyd Garmadon, and the Serpentine has risen back, and Pythor wants to resurrect the Devourer. Release. So the ninja have to try to stop him. It does not work, but they do end up defeating Devourer in the end. Next up is Season 2. In this season, a lot of it are filler episodes, but when we actually get to the end of the season, something important happens. Lloyd finds his mother, and also they discover this mysterious stone warrior. Garmadon finds himself at a dark island, and then finds himself with a helmet able to control the stone warriors. This then allows the second fight to happen between the Green Ninja and the Overlord, which Lloyd eternally wins and saves Ninjago. Next up is Season 3. It turns out that the Overlord has not been defeated and only been put into a digital prison. The Overlord then creates a group of Nindroids to try to help him get out of his digital prison, and the ninja have to physically stop him. Zane then sacrifices himself to save all of Ninjago. After Zane's death, the ninja divided, but Lloyd tried to get them back together. On Lloyd's attempt to get them back together, they found a mysterious note in the alleyway of Chen's Noodles that saying Zane might actually still be alive. Then the ninja go to a mysterious island and figure out, after doing a tournament, that this one guy that's running the tournament, Chen, is out to collect all of their powers. Cole then figures out that Zane is actually alive, and Chen uses the elemental powers from all the elemental masters to bring back, put him and his followers into be Anachondri. And then this is when the second Serpentine War breaks out, which the ninja win. Next up is Possession. Sensei Wu's old student Moro escaped from the Cursed Realm after the fight with the Anachondri and uses his time to possess the Green Ninja. The ninja try to stop him, but Moro actually opens up the Cursed Realm, unlocking the Preeminent. And the ninja try to stop him, but are not able to. It's not until Nia is revealed to be the Water Ninja and unlocks her true potential that the Preeminent is stopped. Next up is Season 6. A mysterious genie by the name of Nanakon wants to seek revenge on the ninja for destroying his home realm. And doing that, he comes across Nia that looks exactly like his old girlfriend and decides to marry her so he can get infinite wishes. Then the ninja have to figure out stopping him, and Jay ends up using his final wish to make sure that the whole thing never actually happens. Next up is Day of the Departed, which Sensei Yang has returned and wants to bring himself back into the real world. Doing so, he also releases the ninja's old villains, which they have to fight. Cole then talks Sensei Yang out of it, and actually Sensei Yang throws Cole back into the portal thing, allowing Cole to become human once again. And the ninja also require the Airjitsu Temple for this time. Next up is Hands of Time. In Hands of Time, the Time Twins return, and in a fight with Sensei Wu gets hit with a dangerous Time Punch, which allows him to rapidly age. In this season, Kai and Nia actually rescue their parents, and in an attempt to stop the Time Twins, Sensei Wu throws the ninja out of the portal, bringing them to the current time, and continues fighting the Time Twins in a time vortex, which Sensei Wu gets trapped in. Next up is Sons of Garmadon. In this season, the ninja are trying to figure out what to do without Sensei Wu and continue to actually look for him. In this time, they find a secret organization known as the Sons of Garmadon who want to resurrect Lord Garmadon. who sacrificed themselves back in Season 4. And they actually do succeed in that, and the 4 ninja, Kai, Zane, Jay, and Cole, get thrown into the first realm, along with baby Sensei Wu, who is recovered in this time. And Lloyd and Nia have to physically get a rebellion to stop Garmadon's reign on the city. Finally is Season 9, which Kai, Jay, Cole, and Zane are in the first realm, and they're finding a way to get out. In this process, Sensei Wu has been aging again, and by the end of the season, he's actually back into his original state. In this time, Lloyd and Nia are trying to find out a way to stop Garmadon from taking over the city, and they actually do. They defeat Garmadon at the end of the season, and everything seems happily. That is the entire events of LEGO Ninjago Masters of Ninjutsu. There is some stuff that I missed, like the creation of the Realm Crystal. Well, I didn't find that to be that important. It is important, though, because it is very important for the events of Season 6 and Season 5. But no matters. This is just the very important events of the television show. And if you guys want me to, when Season 10 is released, I could make a video updating this. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'd like to hear what you guys think of this video in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.